Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is a channel news add-on. I did a channel news last night, and due to some of the feedback that I got from it in the comments section, and also me remembering a couple things and wanting to stress a couple things, I have decided to make an add-on video to that news. And I do want to stress a couple things, but before I get into that, there is some other news outside of what happened last night on the channel news, and that is Bergs from Berg's Dip Reviews has taken up a new project, which I hope will go well for him. It is a smokeless tobacco wiki page. I will link this in my description section below. What it is sort of it's like a Wikipedia, only more in depth. He has a video out that he has just uploaded tonight. If you are a subscriber of his, as I believe a lot of you are, explaining it more in detail. But it's not going to be reviews based stuff or people's thoughts on product. It's going to be sort of information based fact, if that makes any sense. But it is a great idea. There had been another page somewhat like it, which went dark. The page was still up last year. I saw it last year, but nothing had been uploaded to it or edited on it since like 2011. So it was basically dead in the water. I'm not sure if it's even still in existence. So Berg's Godspeed on that. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, I will link that wiki page in the description box. And if you want to go over to Berg's Dip Reviews, you can check out the video where he's talking about it. It's his baby, so it's probably best to get the in-depth information from him. Anyway, last night's channel news, a large portion of it was about funding for this channel. Not having funding problems right now, as I said then, but I can foresee them, there being issues coming up in the not so distant future. So I had talked about a PayPal, which as it turns out, I already had set up. I don't remember setting it up, but evidently it's been sitting, waiting in the wings, already set up. Anyway, I am looking into other ideas, possibly a P.O. box, something along those lines. But what I really want to stress about this, and I really, really mean it, this is not me just trying to like ease you into the idea or anything like that. I really, really have to stress this, okay? I do not want anybody donating any amount of money larger than like $1. All right? Now, I don't even want you to donate $5. If you want to donate $5, I don't need the $5 all at one time. This is not me trying to secure an income for myself. This is me trying to keep some of my income for myself. If you wanted to give me $5, spread it out. Give me $1 like every month or every other month. But I do not want this costing anybody any amount of money more than basically the change you could find in one of your pockets. All right? And I really mean that because as I have mentioned before, I work locally in the community here. What I do is basically outdoor property maintenance. Now, I covered this in the Q&A videos I did at 1,000 subscribers. I do outdoor property maintenance. It's part landscaping, some hardscaping, some tree work, a little bit of animal control, but I do this all for senior citizens. All right? A lot of them I have known since I was a couple feet tall. All right? I do it very, very cheaply. Why am I telling you all this? Because to cut their costs even more a couple years ago, I started a GoFundMe project. It was called the West Ridley Park Project. All right. And basically, I was trying to get donations for anything from topsoil, bagged topsoil, to fertilizer, to grass seed. And it was mildly successful. The problem is what I was just saying here. I didn't want anybody, because, you don't know me. I mean, you know me from these videos, but you don't know me, and neither did those people. I didn't want anybody giving too much. And the problem I had with it was mildly successful, and it got the job done, and I got a whole bunch of supplies in. I still have grass seed left from it. But the problem was it didn't pan out to a whole bunch of people each giving a small amount. There was a scattering of people giving money, smaller amounts, but what I had was people that had known me through Facebook for a number of years. I guess they felt like they really knew me, like we knew each other in person, because I had the same people giving uncomfortably large amounts over and over and over again. And I'll tell you what the outcome of that was. I got so uncomfortable with the idea of the amount of money some of these people were putting forth, I shut it down. I just couldn't, I could not justify any one person. There were people doing $20 and $50 allotments multiple times. The senior citizens aren't your neighbors. Why are you, you know what I mean? I wanted like a few hundred people giving like $2 or $5. I think $5 is the lowest on GoFundMe, which is what it was on. Instead, I got a core group of like 15 people that just started throwing money at me. And it got up to it got over $1,100 in not a long amount of time. And I was like, this is getting nuts. I just got way too uncomfortable with it. And that is the main reason why I am stressing nobody should be giving too much for this content. All right? This isn't a professional operation. I do not do this as my livelihood. All right? It's not a professional operation. If the audio and the video hasn't told you that already, this is obviously not a professional operation. I never set out for this channel to be a money maker for me personally. However, I would rather it not run me into the poorhouse at the same time. And that is why I am going to be asking at some point for small donations. I will update about this later on about the P.O. box. That way you could just mail $1 and hopefully postal employees aren't actually stealing dollars out of the mail. But I suppose that's yet to be seen. Anyway, moving on. Wayside Lee 83, I went and checked last night, does have the new the seasonal cans for Grizzly. I believe he calls them the Grizzly hunting cans, or that's the title of the video. I said last night that he might have had a video on it too, but I wasn't sure. Now I am, and he does. When I was mentioning what was going to be coming up review-wise and whatnot, there are going to be, due to a torrent of questions that I get, and I don't mind answering the questions, but I think it'd be just easier if I could direct people to a video, because I've been spending a lot of time publicly in comment sections and privately answering questions that, technically speaking, are already answered in reviews, but I understand when doing product like selection, somebody that, is driving to a store doesn't have time to watch 45 minutes of reviews to try to figure out which. I get it. I am going to be doing a couple for beginners videos, the for beginners playlist, and they will cover basically what the smokeless market looks like. Okay? They'll be sort of generalized. It'll be companies and then the brand lines those companies have, and general information how the brands lean. Like Skoal leans dry, with lower nicotine. Whereas Copenhagen, which is also from U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company, has higher nicotine and a higher moisture level. That type of deal. So those will be coming up, and I may fast track the first one of those sometime within the next 14 days. But before I leave on that break, again, remember I will be leaving. The last video will be on the 9th of December, and the next video after that will be the 15th. Now, let me check these notes so I don't have to do a news add-on to the news add-on. Nope, I think that's it. I know I'm going to remember something as soon as I hit this stop button, though. I do hope you all are well. This is an off night, obviously. I will be doing the Legacy Chew review tomorrow night. If the Legacy Chew review during recording goes sideways on me, which it could, I will upload a different review tomorrow night. There will be something tomorrow night. Tonight is my off night. I just wanted to get some of the stuff out of the way. All right, normally I would do it on the community page now, but since it was talking about other people's money, basically, at the end of the day, I felt more comfortable actually doing somewhat of a face-to-face, well, face to dot, actually. Little glowing dot. Actually, there's 2 dots. Never mind. Forget it. It's not really important. I do hope you all are well. Do take care of yourselves, and God bless.